I'm Clark Gregg. You might know me as Agent Phil Coulson from Marvel's The Avengers, and now Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC. First, I want to thank you for supporting the Avengers and for supporting me, even when it seemed like I was a goner. The love from fans for Agent Phil Coulson has been amazing, and we couldn't be more thrilled to welcome you all to Level 7 here at S.H.I.E.L.D. Today, however, I'm joining you as a fellow fan to talk about Avengers Endless Wartime, for which I wrote the introduction. I've been reading Marvel Comics since I was a kid, which is one of the main reasons being a part of the Marvel Universe has been such a dream come true for me. This is why I take such great pleasure in welcoming you to Avengers Endless Wartime, an absolutely amazing story by one of my favorite writers, Warren Ellis, and the brilliant artist Mike McKone. Whether you're a fan who grew up reading about Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and the rest of Earth's mightiest heroes, or discovered these characters through movies and TV, I know you won't be disappointed by Avengers Endless Wartime. Avengers Assemble, and remember, Coulson lives.
An abomination, long thought buried, has resurfaced in a war-torn land. But now, it wears an American flag. Faced with another nightmare reborn, Captain America will not stand for yet more death at the hands of a ghost from his past. Haunted by his greatest failure, Thor must renew the hunt for a familiar beast. At their side, an assemblage of allies unite to end the threats no one of them can face alone. They are soldiers, warriors, comrades in arms. They are the Avengers. Avengers Endless Wartime, a Marvel original graphic novel.
The once proud nation of Slovenia has known more than its share of grief. A former member of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, it collapsed into discord and civil war when communism fell. Centuries-old tensions between its native Dudak and Slovenian people were reignited, and the mystic champions that represented these people, Ember and Volkovi, resumed their fight, leading to an intervention by America's heroes. Yet all Slovenia's past woes were nothing compared to what was to come. The nihilistic artificial intelligence, Ultron, waged a bloody genocide against the nation. He eliminated the nation's champions and massacred its population. Every man, woman, and child was slain. It fell to the Avengers to end Ultron's rampage, but they were too late to save Slovenia. In a final insult, the souls of Slovenia's innocent dead fed the ebony blade of a monstrous being named Bloodwraith, who walked the cursed wastelands of the dead nation. History has not been kind to Slovenia. Now, the nation is rebuilding, with the hope that tomorrow will be kinder.
While they may seem like something straight out of a comic book, the Nazi superweapon program, or Wunderwaffen, were very real technologies developed throughout the Second World War. Germany had relied heavily on its engineers and technological advances to win early victories over the rather ill-prepared Allies. Yet as the war drug on, the Allies caught up with the Germans in the fields of mobile warfare, armor, and aircraft. Trying to stay ahead, Germany invested in a number of advanced weapons, including jet aircraft, giant tanks, rocket-launching submarines, and flying bombs. The Nazis even developed a rocket-powered plane known as the Comet. Its rocket fuel so explosive it proved really more dangerous to the pilot than Allied planes. By mid-1944, the Allies were bearing down on Hitler's Germany. In the West, they had a foothold in France after the D-Day invasions in Normandy, and in the East, the Russian army was working its way through Eastern Europe and would soon be on Germany's doorstep. As hopes of winning the war really grew dim, Hitler and his Nazi leaders increasingly placed their hopes in the wonder weapons, spending precious resources towards the development of Wunderwaffe rather than conventional arms, in hope that these technologies would shock the Allies and turn the tide in Germany's favor. With each passing week and his losses mounting, Hitler could only hope to stall the Allies long enough that his Wunderwaffe could be produced in numbers. In the end, this was only a fantasy. Most of the wonder weapons were mere prototypes, and many never made it further than blueprints. Those that were created were never produced in such numbers that they could defeat the massive material output and numerical advantages held by the Allies. Arguably, Hitler would have been better served by using his dwindling resources towards regular tanks, trucks, and aircraft. Interestingly enough, it was the Allies who made the most shocking and powerful weapon of all, revealed to the world when the Americans dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan in 1945, ending the war and launching the world into the atomic age.
During the Second World War, the Nazis were willing to stoop to any means necessary to secure victory. From arcane magic to mad science. The Red Skull, Hitler's right-hand man, oversaw many of these projects, including a failsafe in case the Nazis were defeated. The Sleepers. The Sleepers were not agents, but robots. Powerful, deadly machines that would either give the Nazis the firepower they needed to resume their campaigns, or allow them to wreak revenge on the world. Long after the war was won, long after the Allies were victorious, the first 3 Sleepers were activated. Captain America, back in action after years in suspended animation in the Arctic ice, was able to stop the Sleepers from detonating the Earth's core. Red Skull himself later roused the 4th and most powerful Sleeper, a robot that could alter its own density and harness volcanic destructive force. This was followed by the 5th, a towering giant that spread poisonous gas. Red Skull's daughter, Sin, recently discovered a 6th Sleeper, inspired by the mythic destroyer armor of the ancient Norse gods. She meant to use its power to raise the Earth, but was defeated by the hero, Valkyrie. As far as the world knows, this was the last of the Sleepers.